how to believe it before you can see it. This is one of the most common phrases that I get asked in terms of manifestation or millionaire energy or the game of playing in the quantum and being able to bring into this space, into this here and now, what's really showing up for you. So today's live, I want to talk about how do you actually do this? How do you believe what you can't yet see, and why people get stuck on this, and what's the pattern that I've experienced myself, and then the pattern that pulls people back. So this is really, really exciting. It is three-part. The first part is it is a massive identity game. You have to get yourself into a place of being the person who has that thing. So I'm going to make this really easy for us to talk about today by having an example, a real life example. So say that somebody wants to write a book. Say somebody wants to write a book. That's what they'd really love to do. So this first piece is about identity. So the identity really is about the person being an author, already being an author. And if they were already an author, how would they think, feel, move, behave, all of those kind of things. Now, what happens when people start doing this is the human and their mind goes, well, I'm not an author yet. I'm not an author, and already starts to bat away the energy that you actually want to receive. So this is the first piece of the identity piece. You have to be able to get yourself in a place where your human or your physical, mental, emotional part of you doesn't bat it away, doesn't have to have the evidence, allows you to play the game. That's what this whole channel is about. The game of millionaire energy, or the game of expansion, or the game of your greatest, most potent self. This is really, really powerful. And when you can allow yourself to play it, because we're all a game, we can all be reprogrammed, when you allow yourself to play it and move through anything that's pulling you back or anything that's stopping you playing it, then you can really allow abundance to come at speed and in a way that feels really good. So say we've got this person, or you are this person who wants to be an author. And I say to you, okay, so when you're an author, imagine you're already the author and the book's in the bookshops, or the book's on Amazon, or the book's on people's wish lists, or books on where people can download it, Audible, all of those things. How are you actually feeling, and how are you behaving, and what's really happening there? Because when you get a real understanding of this and can really allow yourself to play this game, the beautiful thing is it shows your resistance. Your resistance surfaces. Your resistance comes up loud and clear for you to navigate through. Your resistance is always part of the journey. So, for example, let's take this same book launch. I say, okay, imagine yourself as an author. You're like, oh, I can't do that. I'll be visible. People might judge me. Or people might think, why have they even designed that cover like that? People may read it and then put bad reviews. Whatever comes up for that person who is imagining themselves as that author. This is gold dust. I always say to people, this is like your greatest gift, because it's showing you in very clear, safe surroundings what your fears are, what's really holding you back, what's really stopping you, what's allowing you to come back into the safe, comfortable version of yourself. And when you actually play this properly, this game properly, and you get to surface all the things. So say the stuff about visibility, say the stuff about judgment, say the stuff about you thinking that you're going to outgrow the book, say the stuff about competitors or peers or whatever it might be for you. You get the beautiful invitation to release those. So you're not carrying them. They're not heavy energy. They're not holding you back. They're not in your field distorting you. They actually allowed to be released in a way that feels really expansive to you on multiple levels. And when we can allow ourselves to play this kind of game and have the fun and have the expansion, all within our own imagination and all within our feelings, then we get to see what's blocking us. We get to feel what's blocking us. We get to see where our mind's blocking us, and we get to see where our body is blocking us. So the first piece is always an identity. Take yourself into the identity of the person who already has the thing. So the person in this example already is an author. And how do they think, feel, and what comes up for them? The next piece, which is really, really important and something that I think people find very, very difficult, is you've got to let any of the old versions of you that are contradicting the actual desire, you've got to let them die. You've got to give them no attention, no energy, and no focus. And this is the piece that people bump up against and keep getting stuck on, because they pull from being in that expansive future self. Oh my goodness, this is happening. Yeah, I am an author. To, but I'm not yet. And look, I've still got to do these things. And my current reality is anything but being an author. My current reality shows me that I'm not. And this bouncing into what your imagination and what your manifestation and what your energy is projecting out to what you are looking at and what you are focusing on in the here and now current reality. And that pulls people back every single time. So how do you do this is incredibly intentional observation of your thoughts. Your thoughts are always the first pattern, then your feelings, and then your action. So when you can observe your thoughts and just go, no, thank you. No, I'm not having you. No, you're not right, because I'm taking myself into this space. And you can pattern interrupt your thoughts to be able to stop the ones that are pulling you back into, when I look through my eyes in this 3D reality, this is what I see, to be able to move you to a place of, do you know what? I spend so much time in this reality that it feels so normal. I am the author and I've got books, I've got them on my bookshelf, and I'm in that space of real expansion and real joy and feeling really potent in that way of being and that way of really receiving, and why that is so incredible in a way that matches everything that I stand for. So what happens is that you are able to be in a space of watching your thoughts disintegrate around the current reality and watching your thoughts amplify in the desired state. So this is absolutely key. You've got to get your identity in place and get yourself releasing anything that comes up about you actually being in that identity. And then the second piece is you've got to get your thoughts on board to dissolve the old identities. You've got to get your thoughts, observe them, and get them into the space and keep redirecting them and keep rerouting them. And this is the piece that people give up on. They may do it for a couple of weeks and then stop, or they may do it for a bit longer and think, oh, it's not working. This is the piece where you have to get delusional with yourself and believe it into seeing it. Thoughts become things. It's the most standard phrase that we hear from people like Bob Proctor, people like Kathleen Cameron, people who are manifestation experts. This is the whole thing. Thoughts become things. So you can think yourself into your reality. And if we look at somebody like Joe Dispenza, it's the same thing. Your personality becomes your personal reality, is the way that he speaks about it. So when you can think about, what am I thinking about in my personality? Oh, I am that author. I already am that author. That feels really good. I am the author of my own life. I'm the author of that book that I keep dreaming about. Then you can allow yourself to bring it into your personal reality. And then the third thing that I really want to talk about in this is your feelings. They are the classic amplifier of everything. If you don't allow your feelings into the game, it's going to take you a lot longer, and you're not going to allow those feelings to allow you to take action. We cannot just stay in our head thinking about the identity of the person who already has done that thing, allow ourselves to dissolve the old identity, and then not feel it or take action. That's just not how it works. So these are the other bumps that people have in the road, the bumps that stop people really going into the space of real expansion, excitement, and pure delight. One of the things that I really want to stress here is there's multiple moving parts for you to be able to do this, and you have to get really intentional with yourself This isn't like standard living for a lot of people. This is focused, laser focused, intentional thoughts in your head, feelings in your body, and action that moves you from a place of incredible comfort and incredible belief to a place of, I just know this and I'm getting delusional. And before I know it, everything is going to be mirrored back to me. So let me know what comes up. I'm going to recap this just to give you an idea. 3 things. First one, get into the identity of it already being done. So Neville Goddard would talk about this. Get into the space of the wish being fulfilled. That's how he would phrase it. Get into the identity of it already being done. Second one is release any thoughts that aren't focused on that person, that identity. Release anything that keeps you locked in your current 3D reality. When I say 3D reality, it's about what you can see with your 5 human senses, what you can see around you. That's what locks you in your limits. Get clear on that and change the identities, the thoughts. Observe your thoughts, change them. And then the third one, feel, amplify your feelings. So if you're the person that's got this book and you're like, hey, wow, I do you know what? I'm an author of this book and it's like a massive achievement. I am so proud of myself and I just feel incredible and it's going to help so many people. And why I feel like that is that, A, I love helping people and this is like an easy way for them to be able me to help masses. But also it's something that I've really wanted to do. So I have this massive sense of accomplishment. And do you know what? I can share it all over the world. And do you know what? I can already feel that there's another book coming, and allow yourself to feel in that gratitude, appreciation, abundance, and also accomplishment. Within positive psychology, accomplishment is a massive pillar. It is something that drives us. When we feel like we have achieved or accomplished something, we are absolutely on our top game. We want to do more. As high performers, we really do thrive on this. So when you anchor in that feeling of accomplishment, feeling of like satisfaction, feeling of desire fulfilled within you, and then take the action, you're like, do you know what? I love this and I want to share it with more people. So I'm going to do this step. Or do you know what? I love this and I'm going to allow myself to create a whole book opening, a whole day where people can come and see me and I can sign the books and all of those kind of things. Allow yourself to be in that space of taking the action once the feelings are absolutely locked in within yourself. So let me know what comes up. There's quite a lot in that. I would advise you to keep watching it. Please subscribe if it's given you any information that you're really excited about. Please go and try it. Get yourself really focused on something that you'd love to bring into your reality, and then do this thing and let me know how you get on. I reply to all of the comments and I would love to see how I can help you more. Take care.